for a destination.
Take a bow! Argentina?
Wonderful! Another turning point.
Wonderful, step in the
Keep in mind too, this is a musician meetup, so if you guys do have questions for us, feel free to come up to the stage, ask some questions, we can answer, we can do whatever. If you want us to sign things or talk about, particle physics, then just come on up and
wanna go?
Oh, we got people.
Hi.
Howdy.
Yes.
My name's Matt. This is Kyle. We're representing the Blake and Sal show. Quick question: what got you all into wanting to do music for My Little Pony?
All right, there we go. First question. Jax, what got you into wanting to do music for My Little Pony?
Well, I was sick in bed one day, and I ran out of horse shows to watch on Netflix because I'm a horse guy. I have a horse. His name is Jax, and I stumbled on My Little Pony. And a few months later, I found out there was music, and I was already making music, and so it just fit. That's it.
For me, I heard an interview on a show called Q with Jian Gameshi, where they were interviewing somebody that knew about this weird new thing called the Brony fandom, where it's this surprising fandom where men enjoyed My Little Pony. And I heard it, and I was like, this sounds totally like something I'd be into. When Home started, I downloaded the first and second episode, watched them. I was like, this is just like Final Fantasy. This is awesome. The plot is Final Fantasy. Oh, the world's ending, gotta save it. And come together as a team and whatever. And so I got into it through that, started looking at all the stuff. I joined Rainbow Dash Network, and then I realized that there was such a thing as music. And I'm pretty sure Travis was one of the first people I listened to in the fandom. And I was like, oh man, Pony Eurobeat music, this is awesome. And so I started producing music.
Oh God, my turn. So, actually lost my grandfather to some pretty severe malpractice, and I started looking towards like just cartoons, animations, things like that, just to cope. And I kept seeing people post about, post pictures from the show, like, oh, don't mind me, I'm on my way to page 10. But I was like, wait, okay, so why are all these people getting worked up about this? This looks like a pony show, some kind of okay, so it is My Little Pony. All right, that's kind of weird, but whatever. Kept seeing more people post about it. It's like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna give the first episode a try. So I sit there and I watch the first episode, and right as the credits finish up, it's like, oh no, I like this, don't I? So one episode became two episodes became three episodes became... I was totally not going to do an album, but then I accidentally 3. So that's kind of it. And then in the meantime, I'm like, hey, so what's going on? It's, oh, okay, there's cons and music and all kinds of crazy stuff now. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Heyo!
I was introduced to it by a friend, and at first I was skeptical to the show, and I didn't really like it. But then I got really bored, and this friend, as you guys know, I'm Mormon, and this friend was also Mormon. He left on his mission to South Carolina, and I was bored out of my mind, and so I kept noticing in the YouTube thumbnails that there were some sort of pony-related videos, and so checked it out. And I eventually, once I tried it on my own, I liked it. First episode I actually liked was Hurricane Fluttershy. It was the first one I watched on my own account. And another friend said, hey, there's music in the fandom as well, and you should totally be one of them. And yeah, so first couple of songs I listened to were by Acoustic Mandabroni and Forest Rain. So yeah, that's my story. And then I made my own music.
DJ Ron!
So, I was watching the show for like a year before I actually even found out that there's a fandom thing going on. I was like that dude in high school that started a whole DJing thing, but it was more like a press play and walk away kind of thing. And college started doing more like actual mixing, that kind of stuff. And then I found out that, you know, there's a whole like Pony's Musician and there's a bunch of DJs and fandom stuff going on. And I did my first set like 18 months ago at like Midwest Brony Fest last year. And after I did that, I'm like sort of discovered a new love for DJing and music and stuff. I've had a lot of really cool friends and people that have sort of helped me move along in FL Studio and learn more about mixing and mastering music. And I'm currently like trying to produce songs. I have like 2 songs out right now, and I'm working on a collab right now with Blue Nose actually. So, yeah.
Hey, what up? I'm Killscreen. How many of you guys came out last night and saw the DJs play? You, the real MVPs, thanks. So we're telling stories about how we got into the music stuff. Okay, really funny story. I was with some friends and we were driving downtown to see Flux Pavilion play. And we were like, yo, we need music for the trip because we were locked up soy. We weren't all there, so we needed to jam out. So we're like, we're gonna download this random pack of trap music off the Pirate Bay. And in this random pack of music was a Silverhound song, and it was the Bab Seed, Trap Seed. And we're like, we don't know what it is, but we're just like, this is the most amazing thing ever. Like, what are these little pony voices? Like, what is this? So I'm like, all right, I want to see this guy live someday. So I look it up, and I'm like, oh, it's a My Little Pony thing. I'm good on that. And then so like, but I'm like, I dig the music, so I'll keep listening. And then like 3 months later, I was like, all right, I'll watch an episode or 12. And then I was posted something on Reddit about DJing, and I was like, I'm gonna play all this music from like the Everfree Network Top 100. You guys should listen. And he used to go by Shrew. He now goes by Pearl Grey. Does anybody know Pearl Grey or Shrew? You guys familiar? Really cool dude. It's like a little brother to me. I hate him so much that I'd do anything for him. But he invited me into Ponyville FM and a couple of Skype groups, and then I started DJing for Ponyville FM, and now I've ran conventions and radio stations, and I hate my life. But I'm just kidding. I love it. You guys are awesome. It's worth all the stress.
What am I doing up here?
I don't know. Why are you?
I just got here, so. Yeah, I just kind of got here, so I don't know what's going on. I love you too, random citizen. I'm Vinyltastic. If you guys went to the gala Friday night, that was me running the stage, so I love you too, random citizen number 2. So, you know, I really don't know what to say. You know, I kind of started DJing about a couple years ago. I started on a mouse and keyboard. I was listening to Ponyville FM, and I was like, you know, this is really good. I should try this out. So I talked to Killscreen, and I was like, yeah, can I get on? And he was like, sure, you know, send a set, try it out. Kind of went from there, so now we're here. That's about it, really. I'll take questions.
Where did babies come from?
No. That's a very good question, you know. That's also like asking if switching to Geico could actually save you 15% or more on car insurance. That's also a good question, random citizen.
I think he has a question over there.
All right, we have a question, orange shirt. Where's the pony music? Shots fired.
Yeah, really. You know, I felt that one right here. Right here, you know.
He's too emotionally distraught to be able to answer. All right, we have a couple more questions. If you want to have questions, come on up.
So I've got a question for Travis. What's it like covering this little known guy Living Tombstone, I think. He did a couple covers for him.
What's it like covering Tomb? Is that...
Actually, Yoav was a really good sport about all that stuff. It's not hitting on anything. He actually hit me up 3 months after I released Discord, and he's like, "Hey, you know, I actually really like the song. Can I just do a quick remix for it?" Yeah, sure. So he takes a day to remix it on his live stream, and then he posts it up, and then it kind of became a thing. Yeah. Thank you, random citizens.
So,
actually, Lavender Harmonies is also really good.
And you're
If you haven't heard that, go for it.
And you're welcome, Metro Man.
Yeah, you can leave too.
I actually have a question for Travis. How's that Red Bull sponsor coming along?
It's in the works, man. It's in the works.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
At this point, I've had so much of it. I have more Red Bull than blood in my veins. I think they practically owe it to me at this point.
Actually, I have a question for Travis too.
Why did this become an interview?
One of the things, if you've ever noticed, Odyssey walking around before a set, you'll notice that he has like a face mask, and like he intentionally avoids everyone he sees, and drinks tons of water and tea. Is it tea?
Usually tea, yeah.
Tea. Tell us about that. What is your pre-show ritual?
Okay, so my throat is made of glass. Anything can destroy it. Like if I'm too loud the day before, then I'll struggle to hold a note the next day. So I found recently, like the advent of face masks, like medical face masks, or just like the the weeaboo ones with like the faces on it, which I absolutely love. So I tried. I was also tired of getting sick on the flight to cons, which made it hard to sing. So I tried wearing the medical one on the flight, and it was horrible. And my voice was perfectly intact, and I wasn't sick. It's like, okay, what if I try that backstage and try not to speak to people, because when I talk to people, I'll use my voice in such a way where it kind of give out over time. And that worked out really well too. So with that, and then I'll drink a special tea called Throat Coat from Traditional Medicinals, and that just stuff that's really good for your throat in general. And I'll try not to speak for an hour. Like I'll usually warm myself up, like I'll hit up a hot tub or something beforehand, drink some of that tea, stay quiet until I get up there, and then I'll take off the mask and actually sing. And that's how I actually have a voice to talk to you. Instead of sounding like this, they're trying to get it even with the help of a microphone. So ever since that worked that one time, I've just kind of stuck with the mask ever since. It's not that I hate people, it's that I dislike people, and I need to keep my voice intact. That's about it. Also the tea. If ever, when next any of y'all are backstage at a show with me, I will offer you tea. That's just how I show my love.
I also noticed that you have a Monster Cat hat.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Representing Canadian labels.
Indeed. From California. Yeah. Where is Strack? Yo, where's Strack at?
He's over here.
Okay.
I have a question, Travis.
This is now becoming an
What did bronies do to deserve you?
How about you? You didn't today.
Pardon?
What did we do to deserve you? Because you're the nicest, sweetest person in the world.
We exist.
I just kind of did a thing, and it kind of happened around that.
There's something I've been meaning to ask you ever since I saw you at the first con. And I really think I need to get down on my knees for this one.
Yeah, I'm walking.
Oh, God.
But